Alright, hello and welcome back. In this video, we will be fetching all the posts under from our database and we will be showing that post under our entire UI, right, from the feed view, right. So what I can do, first of all, we can go under add post view and we can add here a back button, right. So here I can add app bar for now, and here I'll say app bar, and under this, yeah, this should be it. You can see on tapping over it, we should be getting to our home view, right. So this should be it for now. So here under our home view, we need to render all the posts from our database. So first of all, if I go under my database for now, if I check my post, you can see some of the values are null. So what we need to do, we need to like remove our entire database and we need to start from scratch, right. So what I can do, okay, let's stop the server for now. Yeah, and here I'll say PSQL under my database for a super user of Postgres. So first of all, let's check all the tables. Right, so let's go under a table of, let's say, the social, I guess. Yeah, so under social, if I say backside dt, you can see I got a table of post. So I'll drop the entire table. So I'll say drop table post. Right, it is dropped one, so we can start from scratch now. So I'll say npm run dev. So what we need to do, we need to like fetch all the posts from our database, right. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to add a method here. But if I go under my post controller, you can see I got a method of fetch post. You can see we are combining the multiple tables for also getting the user data as well for the particular user, right. And we'll start sending our data under the following format of code, data, and received. So we need to like create a new model for this purpose. What I'll do, under our post API, I will be getting a new method for fetching the posts, right. So I'll say fetch new posts, not new but fetch posts. Right, so here I'll say a new method of fetch posts. Right, fetch, alright, fetch, alright, fetch post. Right, so you can see I don't require this thing, but I can start from scratch. So first of all, we'll require a different URL. So let's check the post routes. Right, the route will be nothing but simply a home route. Right, so we don't require any route but only slash. Right, so you can see we'll be only requiring a get request. So I can say a get and I can remove the body. Right, we don't require any body now. Right, so this should be it for getting the entire data. Right, so for what I'll do, let's go under our post notifier. Right, post notifier, and we need to manipulate our entire method. Right, you can see I got a method of add post, and I'll be getting a new method for fetching the post. Right, so I'll say fetch post, and you can see we need to like fetch the post. It won't require any argument. Right, so what I can do, I can assign a new variable for it because I need to also like create a new model for it. So I'll say variable, let's say response will be equal to this value, right. So what I'll do, I'll be simply printing the entire value, right. So first of all, let's try to upload a new post. So here I'll say let's say I love Flutter. Alright, the image will be same because we have added a feature. I can remove the image, I can select the image one more time, and that will be rendered. So let's try to upload a post. We can also add an indicator at this point. Okay, so let's check our debug console. Okay, uploading the image, let's wait for it. Okay, the image is uploaded. You can see the image URL is here, right, the entire thing. Now post is added in the database. Congratulations to us. So what I can do, I can go under my home view and tapping over this button. I won't be navigated to the next screen, but for now I need to fetch the post, right. So let's comment this thing out, and here we need to create a new notifier, right, for the post. So let's go under add post view, and I can copy the notifier, and yeah, so let's get rid of everything, and I can add notifier here, right. So let's import provider and the value of post notifier. So here I can see on tapping over this, the value will be false, and I need to simply fetch the post, right. Alright, we don't require DTO and all that stuff, so I can remove the DTO. Alright, let's make it async and add a curly brace, right. We also don't require the context, but for now, for later we'll be requiring the context for our snack bar. So for now, let's keep this context here, and I can remove the DTO. So we should be able to print our entire data. So I can print tab here, and you can see I will be getting the entire post that are available, right. Because for now we are only having a single post of the user, because we have only a single post, right. If I show to my database, if I like say, let's refresh it. Okay, not query but refresh the items. If I open it out, you can see I got the following thing here, that a single post, of I love Flutter, the image URL, the image ID, that is user ID, and that's it, right? So what we can do, if I go here, you can see I got the entire model. So I can copy the model from this side and we can create a new model with our website of, if I go here, yeah, so yeah, app.quicktime.io. I can use this thing here. So here it will be nothing but a post, alright, not a that but post, right? So this should be our entire model. Let's copy that and I will be creating a new model, right? So here you can see we don't require editio but a new model, right? So under model I will be creating a post model, post dot model. Also, if you don't know how to create a model or stuff, kindly watch this particular what we call that part of the entire tutorial and carefully, right? How to like manipulate an entire model and fetch data with the help of model from our API, right? So I can remove that thing because it is like before null safety thing. So we need to remove the curly brace and also this one, right? So this should be it for now. We have got our model. So what we can do, first of all, we need to can convert this datum under post data, right? A proper name. Alright, we have got our post data. So what we can do, here you can see we are getting our entire data back as a response. So if I go back, you can see we are sending our entire body, right? We decoded. So what we can do, we can render our model based on this value. So what I'll do, here I'll say variable model data will be equal to post dot from, alright, let's import a post dot from JSON, and under JSON I'll say the entire response, right? So let's try to print our model data. So I'll say print model data for now. First of all, let's check it out, it's working or not. Alright, so you can see we are getting an error here. That's because we need to also JSON decode this side, right? Sometimes we'll be getting an entire map, sometimes we'll be getting a string, right? So let's try it one more time. Now you can see I am getting an instance of post, right? So you can, if I type here post data dot, you can see I'll be getting a data, and data will be a list of all the data, right? So if I say data here for now, and if I open it one more time, if I type it here, you can see I will be getting a list of instance of post, right? So this thing is working now. So what I can do, I can say variable post code, right? Post code should be equal to, let's say, right, post data, right? Model data, not post data, model data dot data, not data but status code, alright, it is a code, right? Also I can assign all the values. So let's say post data should be equal to model data dot data, right? Also we will be having the value of is post received, right? Is post received, alright, which will be the model data dot received, which is a like boolean, right? So I can say if is post received, I can add a switch statement. Under switch statement I can add a post code. Under this I can say case of 200, I guess, yeah, 200. At that point I will be returning the entire post data, right? Also I can say print, alright, print post data, alright. We need to add print above the return statement. So yeah, because the return statement will be ending the entire code. So I'll say post data. Now if I try to print it, you can see I will be getting a list of instance of post data, right? So this is the working now. So we need to simply render the following page post with the help of future builder. So under our home view we can see we have got a new body here. I will be getting a new body having a new container, right? So under container I will be having a new child to be a future builder. Under future builder, let's have a future from our post notifier. We can also use a consumer, but for now let's go with the another way. So I'll say fetch post, right? This should be it, and it will be also requiring a builder having a context and a snapshot, right? The same old stuff. So I'll say if snapshot dot connection state is equal to connection, alright, where it is, okay, sorry. So it is connection state dot waiting. At that point I will be returning a loader. So I'll say center. Under center I will be having a circular progress indicator, right? But you also need to add a return statement. So for return statement, what we can do, we can return a new list view builder. So I'll say a new, like a new widget for now. So I'll say lists of, like a list of posts, right? You can have any sort of name. I'm really bad at naming things. So here I'll say return a new list view builder, right? So first of all we'll be requiring here argument for snapshot. So I'll say final dynamic. Also we will be requiring its constructor. So I'll say constant and under this I'll say a list. Alright, constant for a list of post, it will be requiring the snapshot. So I'll say required this dot snapshot. Right, so this should be it. So what I'll do, I'll say let's say item count. First of all, I'll say okay, we don't require this calling of that. So I'll say snapshot dot length. It will be the property of snapshot. Also, we'll be requiring item builder. Right, item builder will be taking a context and a index. Right, for now I will be writing it only a list style. Right, let's keep it for now. So what I can do else, what I can do, I can say variable first of all a snapshot will be equal to snapshot dot data as a list. Right, so I'll say as a list. Right, so after that I'll say return alright, return a list of post having a snapshot to be underscore snapshot. Right, but so now you can see we are getting nothing now. But what I can do, I can model the entire snapshot. So I'll say post data. For a post data should be equal to snapshot. Under snapshot I will be adding here index of a particular post, and that's it. So under title, what I can do, I can say post like title post data dot let's say title. Alright, it will be requiring a text. So yeah, so post data dot title. Alright, not to string but a. Alright, what is happening today? Yeah, so I can see I am getting my entire title of I love Flutter. Right, so this means that we are able to fetch the entire thing. Right, so what I can do also do, we can also like render the image of the post. So what I'll do, I'll adding a new circle avatar for a leading widget and to be a circle avatar. Under circle avatar, what we need to do, we need to like add here a new background image, I guess, to be a network image. Right, so we need to fetch the post image. So I'll say network image here, and yeah, so network image will be like a post data dot the image. Right, images for a 0th one, because we only have single image. Right, so you can see it will be an array of images. Right, we also need to render here a list builder so that the image will be scrollable. But for now we have only single image at the 0th index, so we can use this thing. Right, so you can see we are able to like fetch all the posts and also all the data. Right, so this was all for today. I hope you have loved it. I hope you have you have learned how to fetch posts with the help of the modeling the data. In the next tutorial, we will be also rendering the user data onto our entire post. Right, we need to also show the username and all that stuff over a particular post block. Right, so I hope you have loved this. I'll see you in the next one.